Nation.
This is Sport Daily on Som TV.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from Som TV.
Super Cab, safe, convenient and affordable 247 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State.
Welcome to the broadcast of News Hour on Som TV, the pulse of the nation. On the news this hour, Supreme Court declares no evidence of defection by 27 river lawmakers. Enugu State government cracked down on unauthorized posters pasting, imposes 50 million naira as fine. Gunman kills one, adopt three in Nasarawa community. I am Esther Oka-Steven with the news in full. Supreme Court declares no evidence of defection by 27 river lawmakers, affirms Amewule as authentic speaker. The Supreme Court has ruled that there is no evidence to support the claim that 27 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly defected from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress. In a landmark judgment, the Apex Court affirmed Martin Amewule as the authentic speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly. The court held that Governor Siminalayi Fubara's allegation on defections was unfounded and that he had withdrawn his claim when he retrieved all the documents he filed before the Federal High Court in Abuja. The Supreme Court slammed Fubara for behaving like a despot by demolishing the House of Assembly complex and preventing the 27 lawmakers from sittings. The judgment, which was obtained by the nations, stated that the Constitution did not support Fubara's recognition of 4 members as the authentic House of Assembly. The court also held that the doctrine of necessity cannot be invoked to justify the continued existence of the deliberately contrived illegal or unconstitutional status quo. Former Minister Uju Kennedy Oheneye, interrogated by EFCC over alleged 138 million naira fraud. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission has begun questioning former Minister of Women Affairs Uju Kennedy Oheneye regarding allegation of misappropriating, procurement, violation, and diversion of public funds totaling 138 million naira. This amount was initially allocated for the ministry's 2023 budget. According to sources within the EFCC, Kennedy arrives at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja on Thursday at 11 a.m. and was confronted with allegation of siphoning funds meant for the PBAT Cares for Women initiatives for personal enrichment. Kennedy's interrogations comes after a removal from office in October 2024, when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu outed 5 ministers, including her, during a Federal Executive Council checkup. The EFCC's investigation into Kennedy's activities is ongoing, with the Commission seeking to determine the extent of her involvement in the alleged fraud. Nigerians near food security milestone. Nigeria is edging close to achieving food security thanks to the efforts of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. Minister of Agriculture and Food Security Abubakar Kyari reaffirmed the president's commitment to ensuring every Nigerian has access to abundant and nutritious food. Speaking at the launch of the 2025 dry season farming and distribution of Ramadan palliatives in Kebbi State, Kyari praised President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for creating a conducive environment for farmers to thrive. The minister highlighted the government's focus on working with state and local councils to boost agricultural production and bring prosperity to farmers. Kebbi Governor Nasir Idris also launched the KADAGE program aimed at revolutionizing the agricultural sector towards food sufficiency. The program has already shown positive results with the distribution of free fertilizers, improved rice seeds, and pest control measures. The federal government has also announced a 150-day duty-free import window for food commodities, suspending duties, tariffs, and tax for certain food imports. These initiatives demonstrate the government's dedication to achieving food security and ensuring no citizens goes hungry. With continued effort, Nigeria is poised to reach this milestone and become a model for food security in the state. 8 detained over site engineer's murder in Benin. The Edo State Police Command has taken 8 suspects into custody in connection with the alleged murder of site engineer Efe Ogbeje in Abazegbon community, Benin. According to Moses Yamo, the command spokesperson, the suspects were apprehended by operatives from the Iyakogbe Division's Operations, Rescue and Anti-Kidnapping Units at various locations. Yamo identified Joshua Edo, the chairman of the community's youth group, as the primary suspect. The other suspects include Abayowana Api, Ogwego Enes, Chidara Huma, Simon Benjamin, Odion Adegboyin, Kennedy Horo, and Osai Adegboyin. The crisis that led to Abiode's death was reportedly sparked by disputes over the position of chairman and traditional leaders in the community. The violence resulted in multiple deaths and the destruction of property worth millions of naira. Edo State Police Commissioner Betty Isiokman condemned the violence and vowed that all those responsible would face justice. She assured residents that the police remain committed to protecting the lives and property of the communities. The killing of Ogbiedes, who was deaf, sparked outrage among civil society groups, the Network for the Advancement of People with Visible Disabilities, and the Edo State Civil Society Organization staged a protest calling for justice and better protection for people with disabilities in the state. First Lady Oluremi Tinubu breaks silence on Senate controversies. Nigerian First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has weighed in on the controversy surrounding Senator Natasha Akpoti-Odoge's suspensions, stating that the Senate is doing what is needful. Tinubu emphasized the importance of upholding the Senate's dignity, describing it as a mature chamber that should be treated with respect. A comment came in response to Akpoti-Odoge's allegations of sexual harassment against Senate President Godswill Akpabio. The First Lady encouraged Nigerian women to assert themselves in leadership roles and not allow themselves to be sidelined. Women, raise yourself. Don't be in a position that men will be talking to you anyhow. You can always shut them down before they start, she advised. Tinubu also acknowledged the progress women have made over the years, citing figures like Zuria Oduwole, an advocate for peace, as an inspiration. She commended Nigerian youth for their potentials and urged women to continue striving for excellence. Akpoti-Odoge was suspended for 6 months by the Senate following allegations of misconduct and failure to appear before the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions. The senator has denied any wrongdoing and described her suspensions as illegal. Enugu State government cracked down on unauthorized poster pasting, imposes 50 million naira fines. The Enugu State government has announced a ban on pasting posters on outdoor surfaces or spaces without approval, warning that defaulters will face a fine of 50 million naira. According to Frank Eniwike, General Manager of the Enugu State Structure and Signatures Advertisement Agencies, it is now unlawful to paste or display posters on any outdoor surfaces or space in the state without obtaining written approval from the agencies. The directive applies to all individuals, political parties, churches, schools, partners, advertisers, marketers, and producers. Eniwike stressed that failure to comply with the directive would be in violation of the ENSSAA Law 2016, which empowers the agency to control the posting and display of posters on outdoor surfaces and spaces. Senator Natasha Akpoti-Odoge rejects 6-month suspensions. Senator Natasha Akpoti-Odoge, chairman of the Senate Committee on Diaspora on NGOs, has rejected a 6-month suspensions from the Senate, describing it as illegal. The suspension was handed down by the Senate on Thursday following a recommendation from the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions. Akpoti Odenge's suspension stems from her allegations of sexual harassment against Senate President Godswill Akpabio. However, she maintains that the suspensions violate the principles of natural justice, fairness, and equity. Despite the suspensions, Akpoti Odenga insists that she remains a legitimate senator, duly elected to serve her constituents and the country. She vowed to continue using her position to serve the people till 2027 and beyond. The suspension comes with several penalties, including the withdrawal of a salary and security details, a ban from accessing the National Assembly premises, and the lockdown of her office. Our legislative aides will also not receive their salaries during this period. The Senate has ruled out reconsidering her suspensions until the 6-month term ends and she submits a formal apology. However, Akpoti Odenga remains defense, stating that she will not apologize for speaking out against injustice. Defense Headquarters disputes 2025 Global Tourism Index reports. The Defense Headquarters DHQ has questioned the credibility of the 2025 Global Tourism Index report, which ranked Nigerians sixth amongst countries most affected by tourism. According to the Director of Defense Media Operation, Major General Marcus Kengia, the report from the military provides a more accurate account of counter-tourism efforts in the country than reports from external sources. Kangia urged that information from the Defense Headquarters is more reliable than reports from outsiders, using the analogy of a family to drive home his point. He emphasized that the military's report gives a more accurate situation about counter-tourism efforts in the country. Nigerian customs seized over 51 million naira worth of smuggled goods. The Adamawa Taraba Area Command of the Nigerian Customs Service has made a significant seizure by seizing smuggled goods worth over 51.9 million naira in just 3 weeks. The seized item includes petroleum motor spirit, packages of items in jerry cans, and 4 other drums items. Additionally, 3 vehicles and the used motorcycles were confiscated while attempting to move the fuel across the border into Cameroon. One of the vehicles had a hidden counterpart filled with PMS. Other intercepted goods include 11 bales of second-hand clothes and 8 drums, along with 35 jerry cans of methylene chloride, commonly known as sock and dye, a chemical often used in illicit drug production. Osun State Governor says Supreme Court ruling validates nullity of APC LG election. Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has stated that the Supreme Court ruling on the River local government election has validated the nullity of the All Progressive Congress APC local government election in Osun State. Adeleke made this statement during a meeting with traditional rulers in the state, where he briefed them on the local government crisis in Osun. He emphasized that the Supreme Court ruling has confirmed that yes or no local government election conducted by the APC was in violation of the Electoral Act and is therefore null and void. The governor noted that the ruling has no legal ground for the yes or no chairman to continue occupying the secretariat. He also expressed concern over the alleged vandalization of newly renovated primary healthcare centers in the state and urged traditional rulers to keep watch to prevent further vandalizations. Adeleke clarified that he was not responsible for the sack of the Yes or No Council chairman, stating that the Federal High Court had removed them from office in October 2022 during his procedural tenure. Oyo State Governor reappoints deposed king. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has reappointed Samuel Adebola as the Eleruwa of Eruwa, presenting him with a certificate of appointment and staff of office. Adebola was initially installed in 1998, but was disposed on November 29, 2019, by an order of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Governor Makinde noted that the Eruwa kingship issued had been unresolved since 2019, leaving the town without a traditional ruler. He explained that Adebola had reigned for 21 years before his deposition, and that the kings makers of Eruwa had unanimously reselected him from the Akaleko ruling house. The governor emphasized the importance of traditional rulers in the state, stating that they play vital roles in securing and preserving cultural in their respective domains. Adebola, in his acceptance speech, promised to unite his subjects and work towards the growth and progress of Eruwa and Igbarepe land. NLC issues ultimatum to IBEDC over alleged sack of 3,000 workers. The Nigerian Labour Congress has given the Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company and its outsourcing company, PIPLL, an ultimatum to resolve the alleged dismissal of over 3,000 employees. The union has given IBEDC until Monday, March 10, 2025, to honor the agreement made with the labor union and the federal government regarding the dismissed employees. In a statement, the Oyo State NLC Secretary, Comrade Adebayo, warned that the union would not hesitate to pick IBEDC's office in Oyo State if the company fails to comply with the agreement. The NLC stated that the planned picketing aim to compel IBEDC and PIPLL to act in good faith and honor the agreement. The union expressed concerns that the 7 days ultimatum issued by the federal government through the Ministry of Labour has elapsed and the sacked workers are still waiting resolution. The NLC reaffirmed its commitment to ensuring that workers have their rights and upheld and vow to take actions if the agreement is not honored. Oyo State government installed tire spikes to deter one-way driving. The Oyo State government has taken a significant step to enhance road safety and traffic management by installing one-way tire spike at Idiepe, Ibadan Northeast Local Government Area. The tire spikes designed to puncture the tire of vehicles attempting to drive in a wrong direction, aimed to deter motorists from driving against traffic and reduce accidents caused by reckless driving. A viral video demonstrating a functionality of the spike has been circulating, showcasing their effectiveness in preventing one-way driving. According to sources, the initiative is part of broader effort to enforce traffic law, curb reckless driving, and instill greater discipline among road users. While it is unclear whether the state government plans to install motor tire spikes at other busy roads, the move is seen as a positive step towards improving road safety in Oyo State. Nigerian women town planners advocate for unity against others. The Association of Women Town Planners in Nigeria has emphasized the need for unity among women to overcome stereotypes and challenges in the town planning professions. Speaking at the seminar in Abuja to commemorate the 2025 International Women's Day, former Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Ramatu Aliyu, highlighted the importance of promoting gender equality and addressing the underrepresentations of women in urban planning. Aliyu stressed that achieving gender equality in urban planning requires sustained effort and called for increased participations of women in decision-making roles. The national chairman of AWTPN, TPL, Rukayat Fanchi, reiterated the association's commitment to accelerating action towards creating more sustainable and inclusive urban environment. The event aimed to promote awareness about the challenges faced by women in the town planning professions and to advocate for greater inclusions and representations. Global Rights condemns Kano Ashba Board over arrests. The Global Rights organizations have strongly condemned the Kano State Ashba Board for its arbitrary arrest of individuals over alleged violations of Islamic law. According to a statement signed by organization's executive director, Abiodun Bayewo, the Ashba Board actions are undemocratic and incompatible with Nigeria's status as a secular state. The organizations emphasize that every Nigerian has the right to freely practice their religion, but rejected attempts to impose religious law on non-consenting adults. Global Rights noted that the Ashba Board action constitutes intimidations violating the fundamental human rights of individuals. The organization called on the Kano State government to rein in the Ashba Board and ensure that its actions align with the country's secular status. Former Kogi Governor Yahaya Bello paid $1.6 million in school fees for his children's court years. A prosecution witness from the American International School in Abuja testified before the Federal High Court that former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello paid $1.6 million in advance tuition fee for his children. The witness, Nicola Ojehomon, an auditor at the school, revealed that the payment covered the children's fee from their current classes until graduation. Bello allegedly made the payment in two tranches, with a portion designated for future children he intended to enroll in the school. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, is prosecuting Bello for allegedly money laundering and fraud. The commission claimed that Bello made the payment shortly before the end of his tenure as governor. Similarly, Yahaya Bello named not found in account withdrawals, witness tells court. A witness has testified in court that former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello's name did not appear in the accounts withdrawals of the Kogi Government House Bank account. The witness, Williams Abimbola, a compliance officer with the United Bank for Africa PLC, was testifying in the alleged money laundering case instituted by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission against Bello. Abimbola confirmed that a subpoena was served on the bank requesting the production of the statement of account of one Merceline Njoku from January 1st, 2019 to December 31st, 2020. She also confirmed that the certificate of compliance was issued. The witnesses further confirmed that there were 10 withdrawals from favor of Abdusalam Hudu in the sum of 10 million naira each on December 12, 2018. However, during cross-examination, she confirmed that Bello's name did not feature in the opening and management of the State Kogi Government House Bank account. Another witness, Nicola Ohomon, from the American International School, Abuja, was also presented by the prosecution. It tendered exhibits including the school statement of account, admission letter of Bello's children, and payment receipts. Ohiyin of Ebirale land endorses Kogi Agile project. The Ohinohi of Ebiraland, Al-Aji Tijani Ahmed and Najee, has officially endorsed the Kogi Agile. The monarch pledged his royal support for the initiative, emphasizing its importance in improving education and empowering opportunities for young girls in the state. Speaking at the palace in Okene, the Ohinoyi commended the government's commitment to addressing challenges that hinder the education and empowerment of young girls. He urged community members, parents, and stakeholders to embrace the project wholeheartedly and work collectively to ensure its success. Kaduna ex-commissioners denies allegations of 1.37 billion naira diversion. Former commissioner of Kaduna State have denied allegation of 1.37 billion naira allegation fraud during the administration of former Governor Nasir El-Rufai. The commissioner, who served between 2015 and 2023, claimed that the allegations are baseless and that the court order for the interim forfeiture of the funds is an oppression and abuse of power. According to the commissioner, the funds are part of the Kaduna Light Rail project, which was conceived in 2015 as part of the state's infrastructural development plan. The project was to be funded through a loan from the World Bank and a partnership with the Indian company Skippers. The commissioners explained that the project was stalled due to the non-approval of a sovereign guarantee by the federal government. They also stated that the funds were refunded to the state government except for the cost of a feasibility study, which was paid to Skipper and GTA. The commissioners challenged those making the allegations to provide evidence to support their claim. They also stated that the ICPC's narratives changed after they provided evidence of the fund and the forensic audit report. Kwara State government takes steps towards establishing Aerospace University. The Kwara State government has received a visiting panel to assess the proposed conversion of the Aviation College in Ilorin to an aerospace university. This move is part of the state government's effort to develop the education sector, particularly in specialized fields that can contribute to the national growth. According to Dr. Mrs. Mary Arinde, Commissioner for Tertiary Education and Aviation College, Ilorin, has a strong foundation in training world-class pilots and aviation professionals. The state government is committed to supporting the smooth transition of the college to an aerospace university. The proposed conversion is a result of the visionary synergy between President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, who is prioritizing the development of the state. The team led from the Federal Ministry of Aviation, Malam Lawal Ibrahim, commended the state government for its passionate vision and investment in the education sector. Zulum advocates robust agricultural investment to combat tourism. Borno State Governor Babangida Zulum has emphasized the need for robust investment in agriculture to combat tourism and conflict in Nigeria and other African countries. Speaking at the panel discussion on public-private and development partnership for agricultural food transformation at the National Institute of Tropical Agriculture in Ibadan, Zulum highlighted the importance of strategic investment in agriculture to boost employment and food security. Food prices plummet in Benue. Middlemen count losses. Consumers in Benue State are celebrating a significant drop in food prices, while middlemen are lamenting losses due to their failed attempt to hoard and profit from the commodities. The prices of staple foods such as rice, bambara nut, cassava flour, guinea corn, and yams have decreased sharply in the past few weeks. According to traders, the price drop is attributed to rumors of massive foreign rice importation by the federal government, which has disrupted market forces to contribute to the declining cost of food items. Gunman kills one, abducts three in Nasarawa community. A devastating attack occurred in Agiaragu, Jinkwa Development Area, Obi Local Government, Nasarawa State on Thursday, leaving one person dead and three others abducted. The government stopped a pharmacy shop, Imi Gold Pharmacy Nigeria Limited, at around 8:44 p.m., shooting and killing a young lady who was passing by. According to eyewitnesses, the gunmen were well armed and forced the pharmacy owners and two of his sales boys into the bush. Efforts by some youth in the community to resist the attackers were met with heavy gunfire. That's all for now. Some TV is a 24-hour TV station